everyone. Welcome to NECC Today, a show produced by NECC students featuring some of the best things going on both on and off campus. I'm Shayna Richards, and coming up today, we fill you in on everything you need to know about NECC's internship program and take you to Hogwarts on the Charles to learn about the sport of real-life Quidditch. But first, if you're looking to adopt a pet, look no further than the MSPCA. Josh Chapman, Cassie Elson, and Harrison Wall pay a visit to one of the local branches. Check it out.
Today we're at the MSPCA in Methuen. We're here to talk to some of the volunteers and staff about the animals and programs that they hold here. All right, let's go check it out.
only help with an overpopulation epidemic, but also have great adoption counseling that will help people figure out everything they need from finding the right animal to the right tools and the right information so that they have a happy, successful placement.
If you adopt, you're helping a dog, a cat, or small animal. You're helping a fun place that takes care of stuff.
Also foster care, a cat, they'll take the pregnant cats or some cats or kittens and foster them to they're either healthy or ready to go for adoption. And but they do sell the dogs to foster.
Well, if you pan over to these guys are coming in, so we're a brownie group, and we often rely on our younger folks to do drives or supplies or do make sales in our lobby. They're a little bit too young to volunteer on their own. They can do different things in their community to bring in supplies for the animals or help raise money for the animals.
We have our one race in September that's our significant event. It's our biggest fundraiser, so it's beautiful walking through our property in areas that are regularly not available to the public, so it's sort of an opportunity to see some of the efforts of neighbors. Right now, it's really doing some of the but it's really lovely, and it's a great opportunity for families to come spend a day at Heaven's Farm. Remember to walk, help raise some money to support our animals programs, and enjoy the activity.
It's just really,
So that's it for today. We saw a lot of animals. We learned a lot about the MSPCA. I'm Cassandra, and see you next time.
Who could refuse such cute critters? If you'd like more information, go to mspca.org. Next up, did you know that NECC offers a wide variety of internships through partnerships with local businesses and organizations? Join Sarah Tiso, Emily Marsden, and Erica Croto as they get all the info on the NECC internship program.
I'm here at Northern Essex Community College at the internship program's final banquet, where interns are celebrating the end of the spring semester. Let's go talk to Amy Callahan, Ernie Greenslade, Ashley Moore, and some students about the program.
The requirements of the program, it's a 3-credit class, and students are expected to be on site for a minimum of 168 hours over the course of 12 weeks. So it works out to be 14 hours per week on average. In addition to that, for us to grant credit, we also wanted an in-class portion as well. So we wanted an opportunity to touch base with the students, make sure we knew what they were doing on site, and that we also were able to provide them with career readiness tools. So with that, we have 6 cohort meetings, we call them. They're 2 hours apiece, and they happen about every other week. So we meet with the students and we discuss all kinds of different topics like dressing for success, protecting yourself on social media, LinkedIn. Again, we do a big mock interview event with the students where we bring in employers from all different areas, and we put the students through a series of 5 interviews. So it's like a speed dating interview type setting. And then we do resume reviews and help the students to improve their resumes that much more.
The internship program is an enormous benefit to students who take part in the program because it gives them real life experience in the field. We place them at radio stations, newspapers, other news organizations, and they get a chance to put the skills that they're learning in the classroom to use in a professional setting.
This internship this semester, a life experience I've learned is 1, waking up early, even if you really, really don't want to go and you have to go because you know it's part of your job. As an intern, it's still work. You have to show up. At 5:45, I've never had a job that early, but I still made it in at 5:40. I made it to the police station and was here every day that I could be, and I kind of learned from that, as, you know, that sometimes you have to get up that early and do what you have to do.
So I support the students as they're preparing to go out on site to prepare for their internships. Once they're in the class, I work with them, making sure they're getting their required hours. I plan events for them, such as, I work with the faculty to plan, mock interview event, the resume review event, anything career related in the course, I help coordinate.
I am an instructor. I'm a faculty member who teaches the internship class. Of course, we have a lot of help with the internship coordinator, Ashley Moore. But Pat Morrow and I, a professor in the business program, co-teach an internship class with students from both the journalism communication program and the business program.
We had to read a book called The Defining Decade, which I found was really helpful. Even though I'm in my later 20-somethings, if I had read that in the beginning of my 20-somethings, I think it would have been like really helpful.
One component of the internship course is a classroom setting where we gather all the students in the cohort together to talk about their experiences in the workplace, to give them seminars and workshops on professional development. And we also have a textbook for the course called The Defining Decade, and that textbook requires and prompts the students to reflect on their experiences that they're having at this point in their life and how important it is, how these experiences have a great deal of impact, or could have a great deal of impact, on how the rest of their choices will play out in life. And also to remind them that even when they're in college or sort of at an entry-level position in an internship where maybe at times they might feel like this is not exactly what I want to do, or how this doesn't seem as important as I would like my career to be, it reminds them that everything they do at this point, everything our students do at this point in their lives is important and matters, and to make the most of it and to really put your best foot forward at every opportunity.
You eventually get in the swing of things where you're not going to be in the boardroom, but you might be in where they do recording in the studio, and that's pretty cool to see too, because that's what people are doing every day at radio stations.
My role as a site supervisor was to supervise Danielle Coppola, who was our intern, our public relations intern last semester, the fall semester of 2014. Danielle, our intern, was really excellent to begin with, but I think she learned some new skills while she was working in our office. She learned how to use WordPress. One of her responsibilities was posting press releases and photos to our online newsroom. She wrote, we have a recruitment publication called Expect More, which features student stories and information about the college and is sent out to prospective students. And Danielle wrote one of the student stories that was included in Expect More. She contacted the student, interviewed the student, and then wrote a 300-word piece about the student, and that was included in thousands of publications that went out to prospective students.
I also see students grow in that they take themselves more seriously, that they can see how valuable they are in a work environment, and that the skills that they've acquired are real, and that they can be put to use in a professional setting. And that's just a fantastic experience to watch that kind of growth. We just had mock interview day a couple weeks ago, and we were all so proud. The instructors and Ashley, we were all there watching our students. Everybody came in dressed, everybody looked sharp. Everybody looked like $1 million, and it was really great to see that they looked like, they really just looked the part of professionals, and you could tell they were proud. It makes everybody stand up straighter.
Fall of 2013, we met as a team and we said we're going to make this happen, and Amy and Pat went into the classroom. We were recruiting students, I was doing outreach to employers, and we rolled the first cohort of students out in spring of 2014. We had 11 students to begin with, and we had a really successful, great semester. Word caught on. Our second semester, fall 2014, we brought in our computer information science students, and we had 19 students go through the program. And then this spring, we've now had 29 students complete the program. So we're growing very quickly. We're adding in programs, and it's been a really great experience so far.
People ask me, what's the key to success? And the fact of the matter is, it's the blazer.
Yeah. The internship program will continue in fall 2015. All students in journalism, business, and computer science are welcome to join. This is Sarah Tizo. Thanks for watching.
If you'd like to participate in the NECC internship program, contact Ashley Moore at amore@necc.mass.edu. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, then you know all about the broomstick writing game that is Quidditch. But did you know that it has a real-life counterpart and that college kids all around are lining up to get a chance to catch that golden snitch? Traeger Domoretsky and Roberta Bowman went to an actual Quidditch match to take a look.
Thank you, Shayna. We are standing outside the James A. Sartori Stadium here in East Boston Memorial Park, where we are going to go visit the You Tried Quidditch tournament featuring the best teams from across Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and New Jersey that did not make it to the Quidditch World Cup from this past weekend. So come on in and we'll show you how the game's played.
Quidditch is a muggleization, like a non-magic version of the Harry Potter sport of the same name. It's played by two teams of 7 people each riding brooms all the time. There are 3 goals on either side. A quaffle, which is a semi-deflated volleyball, is thrown through the goals. That's 10 points each. There are 3 chasers on each team whose goal it is to score goals. There's a keeper on each side who defends the goals, and then there are 2 beaters on each team who try to get one of 3 bludgers, which are semi-deflated dodgeballs. They use these to beat the other players, knock them out of the game. They have to get off of their brooms and go back to their own hoops before they can play again. And then, of course, there's the golden snitch, which is a person with a tennis ball at the end of a tube sock stuffed down the back of their shorts, who runs around near the end of the game, and it's the seeker's job, one on each team, to try and pull the ball and to score 30 points for their team and end the game.
The idea of the You Tried tournament started about the beginning of the semester when me and my captains had our first captains meeting, and we were joking around about how we weren't going to World Cup this year and how we should have a tournament ourselves. The original joking concept of the tournament was going to be called the Shit Cup, and one of the captains decided that he was going to poop in a bucket and that was going to be the first prize. And then I decided to say, no, screw this, like let's actually do this and make it a serious event. So that we spitballed some names and made some ideas and started inviting teams, and that's how You Tried 2015 started.
Boston was a lot of fun. We didn't qualify for World Cup, so we had this weekend free, and we heard about this tournament that was going on, and we were just really excited to come up.
We are a community team, and all of our players come from Northern Essex Community College or from UMass Lowell, which is a partial tenant at Northern Essex Community College.
I go to NECCO, and I come play with these kids at ULowell. It's pretty fun.
We had been on a team before, and we wanted to keep playing together, and I think it was just the fact that we love playing Quidditch so much that there was no reason, we really just didn't want to stop. And it was easier to start a team than for us to go somewhere else and start playing with another club team or another community team somewhere.
My favorite part of playing Quidditch is hitting someone.
It was some great gameplay from all the teams all around.
We're really good about understanding that this is an unofficial tournament. We are here to have fun, and no matter what happens, everyone's going to leave as winners.
I came into them thinking I was going to have as much fun as I can, still try to learn some things, and hopefully go as far as we can, and at least have fun. And when we got there were a lot of teams. At first I was overwhelmed by the level of the competition. I looked at it and I was very concerned at the way whether or not our team was going to take it seriously enough that we would be able to get out at least in the first round.
Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries in this entire past season too. We got a broken arm, we got a torn meniscus. A lot of our players are out back home.
If someone's going off the pitch and they look hurt, everyone's like, oh God, are you okay? How can we help? How can we support you? So that's really what I love about all these people. But we won games, we lost games. We had so much fun. I'm really proud of how much our team has grown over this season.
For our first year for people for UMass Lowell, we grew a lot, not only as individuals from learning the sport, but we did grow as a team, learning how to communicate with one another, learning to take input from the captains, respecting their decisions and throwing in their input when necessary. And so even though we've had some ups and downs and some people left and we had some new people come in this semester, I feel like there's nowhere to go but up.
We came, we gave it all we got, and I think we did pretty well today.
If I had to give a team and player MVP for the U Tried tournament, I would give the player MVPs to Katie Muse and Emma Morrison, which are both the female beaters for North Shore.
After a long weekend of Quidditch, a champion crowned, and a ton of fun, we're gonna go take a nap. A special thanks to Lindsay Simpson for her dedication in getting this tournament off the ground, and a special congratulations to UMass Quidditch for winning the whole U Tried tournament. That's a wrap from here. Shayna, back to you.
Thanks, guys. I'm running out to pick up my Nimbus 2000 as soon as I leave the studio. So that's what's going on in and around NECC this month. I'm Shayna Richards, and we'll see you on campus.